provide only privileged information to our clients.
Well, let me share with you one concern that I have. In a discussion of the investigation, I'm concerned that one or more members of City Council, if they're in executive session, would be privy to the investigation plan, which I think would be a disadvantage for the one or more individuals who would be targets or participants in the investigation.
Well, there's always a danger that we will be asked questions and we will answer them in an executive session. But I can tell you that I will not do anything and provide any information that will prejudice the investigations that I intend to have conducted.
And you, sir,
Also representing the city of Trinidad at the request of CERSA with respect to the matter involving the city manager and what procedure to apply. So Mr. Nathan and I are kind of co-counsel in that in this matter. We've spoken frequently.
But we're dealing with different issues and we may end up having completely different roles. No, actually we're not, because either you can vote to go into executive session and receive our advice, or we can drive back to Denver. Either way, it's up to you.
We already voted on that, and we need 2/3 majority to go in.
Well, and you can re-vote and decide if you want to change, if anyone wants to change their mind based upon the information we've just provided you.
I'm sorry, but I'm not inclined to change my vote.
If they don't change their vote or want to change their vote, will you communicate directly with Jared?
Yes, as we have.
Okay. And how can we get that information from Jared? Could we go in one at a time and visit with him?
Mr. Beatty, I believe, could craft a confidential memo to the members with your advice, recommendations.
Yes, he or Steve or I can communicate with the council in writing. It would be a violation of your ethics and probably the law for one person to violate the attorney-client privilege by disclosing that information. But we'd have to deal with that separately.
I would suggest that you put that caveat at the very beginning of your confidential advice, and I'm confident that members of council are willing to abide by that recommendation and that admonition.
Is there anything else we can discuss, or?
Again, I apologize for when you come down.
It was a lovely drive.
Beautiful. Thank you. Motion to adjourn?
I so move.
That's miscellaneous business, yeah. We just said we can't do it. Chair, did you say we couldn't, didn't think it was proper to send the hearing date? Chair?
Well, it's on the agenda. It could be addressed, but I was hoping that the council would receive the advice of legal counsel before moving to that item. I suppose it would be my recommendation that that item be
Dated? Dated.
postponed.
I disagree. I think we should have
Genius. Good job.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
Not yet. Why don't we go ahead and set the hearing date? Make a motion to set the hearing date for the April 3rd. If it becomes a problem with the attorneys, we can't do it, we can delete that, but we can set the hearing date at that particular time. It might get us some information. Do we have a motion?
Didn't you just recommend that that be set 3 to 4 weeks out?
Do what?
That that date be set 3 to 4 weeks out?
4 weeks?
3 to 4 weeks out?
I already have 4 weeks, 2 weeks.
No, counsel who just spoke with us suggested that it would take at least 3 to 4 weeks for their investigation and that the hearing should not be set any quicker than 3 to 4 weeks out.
I don't think he said that.
Yes, he
He
did.
did.
I think he said the investigation would take it, but that doesn't mean that we couldn't have the hearing.
Madam Mayor, I would like to move that we set the hearing date for April 3rd on the dismissal of our student.
Okay, and second,
I'll second that.
roll call?
Becca Gonzalez,
No,
Bolton,
No,
Donato,
No, if I could say one thing, Mr. Green, I think we ought to take more legal advice here. We came to one.
I don't know when we're gonna get this legal advice.
I'd like to have that motion tabled, you know, and maybe we could speak about a little bit more about this, but, my opinion, I think we gotta get legal advice, we need more legal advice.
Well, I think you're right, but we're not gonna get any this way.
Well, we keep postponing, I don't see nothing going forward, but, I'd hate to see the city put in some kind of a bind or something like that with legal advice or something going on with the council. So, I would recommend, if we get just a little bit more time, I'm not saying 3 to 4 weeks, maybe a couple more weeks so we could have a more,
It is 2 weeks.
you know.
We have a motion on the table.
Okay, well, let's go. You voted no, let's go down.
Donato,
Voted no.
Hondo,
Yes.
Shu,
no.
Velasquez,
yes.
Reno.
Yes. Motion to adjourn. Roll call. Yes,
second?
Becca Gonzalez, yes. Bolton,
Yes.
I didn't mention the date. I was trying to hear, so there was no date.
Evening, anyhow.
Thank you very much.
Audra, do you have more than one set of these hearings?
I do, do you need additional ones?
Not now, but
Next meeting?
I have a new recruit. Thank you. All right, see you.
Just the one, I don't know what he was referring
Will you come in in the morning?
Yeah. How many do we have?
I tested.
Just try to be it.
Yes, but